Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we are going to be making dinner. I'm going to be making quick 30-minute, fingers crossed, 30-minute pasta. I am going to be doing a creamy pasta with mushrooms, asparagus, and some turkey that I already have pre-cooked. So this is a very quick kind of throw it together meal, and I am hoping that it's still going to be really, really flavorful. So let's get cooking. So in order to see exactly how long this takes, I am actually going to set a timer. So I set a timer for half an hour. I have taken everything out that I need, but I haven't prepped anything besides things that have already been prepped. So like I have cooked turkey from when I made our roasted turkey, but beyond that, I don't really have anything prepped. So I'm going to start my timer now, 30 minutes and counting, and I'm going to attempt to do this start to finish without going over 30 minutes. Sometimes I wish I had one of those pot fillers over my stove so that I wouldn't have to go all the way to the kitchen sink to fill a thing of water. All right, so I have a pot of water here. I have heavily salted it. I'm gonna get that started on high so that we can cook our pasta in the largest pan. I have the largest pan in the world. I am going to cut up one onion very finely, probably 5 to 6 cloves of garlic, and then I am going to start working on the mushrooms. I want that all cooked down in some butter. So I'm going to get that started first. All right, there's the butter. I have about 3 tablespoons there, and I'm just going to put that on low heat to start softening. Now, I understand fully that not everyone has been cooking as long as I have, so when I say that I am going to make this meal in half an hour, I understand that that's not maybe going to be possible for everyone, but as you get better cooking and you know kind of what you need to do, your knife skills improve, it truly is really easy to get a healthy, nutritious meal on the stove on the table, excuse me, in a very short amount of time. Now, I have been cooking since I can remember. My mom was not able to cook. She was disabled, and so I did almost all of the cooking growing up for our family. I would come home from school, do my homework, and then get started cooking dinner. So I know I am currently off screen, but I gave myself a time limit. So I'm just finely dicing an onion. This is a yellow onion, I think is what it is. It's what I had on hand. And we get that going in. That's only half of the onion. I'll get the other half here in just a second. And now you may think that, man, you make a lot of creamy based pasta sauces. Yes, we do. We find that full fat options in our house are much more filling, much more flavorful, and they, honestly, they taste darn good. So that is what works for us, but there are other options. If you want to have pasta, you can do like a lemon butter a lemon butter sauce instead of a cream sauce. You can do marinara sauce, which is going to be, a red sauce. Let me just get a spoon here. That one's for the pasta. I'm cooking some penne pasta. Oh, that one's for the pasta. That one is for our sauce here. And to this, the next step that I'm going to do, I'm crushing some garlic to get the garlic peels off. And then I will get my garlic press and get garlic put in here. I don't think I mentioned, but the ingredients that I have grabbed today is a pound of pasta. I have 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter there, 1 onion, about 5 cloves of garlic, 1 pound roughly of asparagus, about a pound of mushrooms, and about maybe a pound and a half of cooked turkey breast. That is something that I had in my freezer. So if you don't have that, you can do chicken. Rotisserie chicken would be really nice. You can cook up some bacon if you want, or you could just add more vegetables and leave this to be a vegetarian meal. It's entirely up to you. The other ingredients that we are going to need is heavy whipping cream and Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper. Woo! There's my pasta water. Salt, pepper, and any seasonings that you are going to want. I think that I'm going to do probably basil and oregano. I may throw some mushroom salt in there, which I know is like a specialty item. I promise one of these days I will show you how to make it. But I need to run out first, so there is that. So this says for al dente, 5 minutes, firm 6 minutes, and tender 7 minutes. I'm going to do 5 minutes. Give this a quick stir. And then move on to my mushrooms. In my pan, I have just done some salt and pepper. I'm going to turn the heat up one more time. Try to get this butter melted, because I can't really add the cream until the onions are softer. And they can't be soft until the butter is melted and helping them. So that is what I'm working on over here. For the mushrooms, I am just taking the stem out. Pretty easy, you just pop it out. And then I will be washing all of these mushrooms. Some people don't like washing mushrooms. I'm not one of those people. There's dirt and all that sort of stuff in there. I want clean food. I have my mushrooms sliced, but I do want to have them kind of diced into tiny little pieces. It'll be a greater chance of toddler consumption if we do it in smaller pieces. No guarantees, but a greater chance of success to get some vegetables in her belly. This is the last of the mushrooms here, and then I'm going to go start working on the asparagus once I get this mixed in. Now, one trick with asparagus, so I've taken a standard size stalk from the asparagus bunch that I had, and I'm just gonna kind of push on the base over here, and wherever it breaks, that is where I'm going to cut the remaining stalks. So this part of the asparagus is really going to be woody and dry and not very good to eat. You want to eat this part. So I am going to use this as kind of an average and cut the rest of my stalks this length. These onions and mushrooms are looking divine. I know that you probably can't tell super well because of the color of the mushrooms, but they are getting some browning on them. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to add my herbs. You always want to add dried herbs to some sort of fat so that they bloom. So this is a good handful of parsley. A decent helping of basil, and just a little bit of oregano, because that's all I have left in that container. And then a little bit of mushroom salt just to give it a little more flavor there. And I'll get this mixed around really quick. I have 9 minutes left on my timer. Can I do it? We're going to find out. Because right now, the asparagus is going in. And then shortly after the asparagus kind of steams and cooks pretty quickly, I'm going to add the heavy cream. I have my heavy whipping cream here that I am going to get open and spill all over myself. And get this mixed in. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much I'm putting in here. A couple cups. This is the majority of our sauce here. We're going to be adding some cheese to this, but for the most part, this is our sauce. We want to make sure that there is enough, but we don't want it, too much that it's not going to do what we want it to do and overpower the flavor of everything. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my heat up just slightly, get some stuff put away, and the next step, I'm gonna cut up my already cooked turkey breast that I have. So I'm gonna just toss this in now. Having already cooked protein in the freezer makes this a really fast and easy dinner to pull together. I like having taco meat in the freezer ready to go. I like having cooked chicken or turkey. And I also like having like a red meat sauce ready to go. Just makes weeknight meals so much easier. So that is almost all of the components. I have 4 minutes and 4 seconds left. I'm going to let this continue to cook down. The turkey is going to be cooked and heated through. I guess I shouldn't say cooked, heated through. And the asparagus is going to continue to kind of cook a little more in here. And then at the very last minute, I will put in the cooked pasta and top it with Parmesan cheese. 3, 2, 1. That is my 30-minute timer. So I was just finishing up some dishes, so I am technically a little over my 30-minute timer, but I mean, we're pretty much right at the end here. I'm just getting this pre-cooked pasta kind of mixed in with this cream sauce, and then I will get the Parmesan cheese added so that the sauce can thicken up a little bit. Just want to make sure that all of this pasta is coated here before I add that cheese. I want to take some bets on if my daughter's going to eat this. My guess is she's going to eat the pasta and the turkey and leave everything else. All right, that is all mixed. I'm going to turn this down. I have a giant container, and I mean a giant container, 5 pounds. £5 of Parmesan cheese here. I just picked up my Azure order today, and so I haven't divided this and put it in the freezer yet, so I'm scooping out from the giant bucket. Cheesy goodness. All right, I'm gonna grab a fork, test for salt and pepper, and then we are done. That is delicious. I'm not going to add any more salt. I'm sure that my husband will. He loves salt, but I think that actually tastes pretty much spot on. So I think we are done. Thank you so much for joining me for that quick, I'm going to call it 35-minute from start to finish pasta dinner. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. If you feel so inclined, I would love for you to like and subscribe to the channel. I make more of these videos, and we are going to get other content as well once gardening season starts here in Colorado, so please look forward to that. I also have some toddler craft activities coming, and other kind of just normal grind of a mom who loves to cook and bake and do all things that involve food. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.